Hello, welcome to lesson 13. Today we are making a braided bread. In here we have our warm milk, just a little bit of sugar, about 2 teaspoons, and some yeast. And after 5 minutes I added some olive oil and some butter. I'm adding an egg at room temperature. And then we are going to mix and break up the yolk before we start mixing. Adding in a 500 grams of flour with the salt and a little bit of nutmeg. I am using bread flour, but you can also use a pea flour. That's also good. And we're going to mix it all up. As you're mixing, you're going to feel the butter. Just break it up with your fingers and keep mixing. Do not melt the butter because we want chunks of the butter throughout the dough. Like always, instructions, ingredients, and step-by-step process will be down in the description. This is lesson 13, so by now, if you've been following us, you know how we do. It's time to knead our dough. We will be kneading this dough for 10 minutes. So the first 5 minutes, take a 5-minute break, come back, do the next 5 minutes. After the kneading is done, we're going to put this in a bowl. Put a little bit of oil in your bowl, and we're going to cover this. Let it sit on the counter at room temperature for an hour. After an hour, look at that beautiful dough. It's time to braid it. First, put a little bit of flour on your surface. Do not do too much flour, just a little bit. And then we are going to divide the dough into 4 equal pieces. You can weigh it if you have a scale to make sure you want the exact all the dough to be exactly the same weight, but usually eyeballing it is a good practice so that if you don't have a scale, you can still get it as accurate as possible. So now we begin to shape it horizontally. Now notice we didn't bother to let out the air. All this shaping will let the air out automatically. Okay, we did that because we want it to still be as flexible as possible. Gently roll the dough out to a nice length. Do not roll it out too thin, just very gently. Now remember, you're not going to get the dough to be perfect, okay? We're in the beginner phase still. So you roll it out from the middle out, from the middle out. If you make a mistake, hey, redo it, but don't overhandle the dough because the more you handle the dough, remember, it's gonna get tougher. All right, so you just put those on the side. Each one you roll, you put it on the side till you're finished with all of them. Now here, you see I used too much flour. So if you use too much flour, it's gonna be difficult to roll like it was right here. So you got to take some of the flour out of your way. All right, now after all 4 have been rolled out, we go back to the first one we rolled, and we're going to put the finishing touches on it. Make sure everything is rolled nicely. There are no gaps. and we do it for all 4. Now we are going to bring all 4 to the same point. Bring them together and push it down so they stick together at the tip. Grab the last strand and flip it over to your left. Then take the last strand on your left and flip it over to your right. So you have 2 strands left in the middle. All right? So now you're going to take the first strand and bring it into the middle. First strand into the middle. Once we bring that into the middle, we have to replace it with the strand on the right because that side is empty. So we take the right strand and flip it to the left, and we have 2 in the middle. So you always have 2 to the side, 2 in the middle. And we take the right, flip it in the middle, we have to replace that empty side. So we take the left strand and flip it to the right. All right? And then we repeat. So you always have 2 to the side, 2 to the middle, and you flip to the middle, replace the strand you just flipped, and flip the other strand to your right to the middle, replace that strand, and you keep going until you reach the very tip. When we reach the tip, we are going to arrange the rest of the strands that are left very nicely, and then we're going to tuck it under. And we're going to turn it and do the same for the other end. Take the strands that are sticking out and arrange them nicely. It doesn't matter how you arrange them. However you're going to arrange them, just make sure it's not extremely bulky. And then you tuck it under. Okay? Now we're going to gently lift it and put it on your baking pan. Make sure your baking sheet has parchment paper. You will need parchment paper for this. Hustle free. Now we are going to egg wash it. Make sure you egg wash it on all sides. Okay? Do one side, turn it, and do the other side. Then cover it with a plastic film so it doesn't dry out. Very gently. All you need is a thin plastic film and just let it rise for 15 minutes. All right, now turn on your oven at 375 and look at that rise. Beautiful. We're going to egg wash it a second time before it gets into the oven, so we get a golden crisp bread on the outside, not crisp like chips, but nice and crisp color. Egg wash it gently so you don't deflate your rise. Sprinkle some sesame seeds on top for the toasted crunch. and into the oven it goes. After 25 minutes in the oven, look at that gorgeousness. Isn't that just beautiful? Enjoy your bread and share it with your friends and family. Come back for lesson 14. We're going to be doing something different. We're not sure yet, so we're not going to announce what type of bread, but we are going to have a lesson 14. Well, until next time, bon appetit!